Let me know if you can hear me down below, because then we got 50% of this little show going. First of all, I gotta say, did I miss you? I missed you so much, all of you. Crypto Charlie, Sandra, Shahida, meet my soul brother, Merck Magdala, Panas. I was thinking about you, Panas, today. I like always your comments. And I will get back to you about my five quotes from my dad. Just not today. Immigrant son. Oh, good to see you. That good ass Prana. That good ass Prana, baby. Immigrant son. Yeah, so we all like deep water. What is it? Infinite waters. The black cat down the road. Only immigrant son, he would know who I'm talking about. Hakan, good to see you passing by. And where's it? Thomas Klima, good to see you. Vex, my dear friend. Vex. Sorry for not coming back. In the end of this little stream of ours, I will speak a little bit about my private life. For those of you who want to know, you just stick around. Cryptostan, good to see you, always there. And Alexander Boyd. And Salona Pui. Good to see all of you. Wall Street Bets is also here. What are we betting on Wall Street? Wall Street is behind us. Mushin Ashraf, you new. Welcome to this little show. I feel every time when I've been gone and I'm coming back on air that I'm new. Anyway, what are we going to do today? Well, I thought, cryptocurrency portfolio update. There's more than 100 slides, right? And we don't even need the market to pick up, because the market has picked up. The market has picked up. My only goal is to become the unified, heavyweight, middleweight, crypto channel on the interweb, but not in terms of getting viewers or getting, subscribers, but actually being able to lead us through the third cycle, which I told you on the 15th of May. I did believe that we were going to see Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high in October 2025. And I'm sure you can all remember it, right? And in case you can't, just, here you go. Anyway, I just think I need to have a Bahama Mama moment, and then we're ready to go with why I believe that we are spot on with Wyckoff, and why I think that we're going to see 200,000 Bitcoin in October 2025. So you might remember that was in May. Well, we should not yet clap my back because of a prediction that is around the corner in 2 years. But it is funny because Chico, you should watch his video 3 days ago, he came out and said the following. Only 30 seconds, but you should look at this too. Let me see.
Well, you guys know I'm a big fan of the more things change, the more they stay the same. And in the previous 2 cycles, the peaks have happened in the last 2 months of the year. Thus, I think the peak is going to be delayed a little bit, around the end of October. Actually, the very end, Halloween, October 31st, 2025. What about the price? We'll put the price at $154,000, October 31st, 2025.
There we go. Now, that doesn't mean that we are going to see it, but at least what we are seeing is Chico, who I absolutely love, who has also been crying many times on his channel, just like we've seen BitBoy. We'll get to BitBoy. But anyway, we've also seen Ivan, right? So why am I pointing it out? It is because history could repeat itself, right? It's not like I'm Nostradamus or anything, but if we look at the past cycles, it shows the direction that we could see a new all-time high in 2025. And it's funny, everybody's believing it could be in October. What I'm trying to get at is that that I base a lot of my investment decisions based on psychology of the mass media, understanding the mass media that right is left, left is right, up is down, down is up. A man is a woman is a man, a child is a pig, and a pig is a princess, right? LBGQT and all that. Anyway, so if everyone believes that this is where we are going to go, then most likely we will go. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out in order to see if everyone is here. Let's get started. Today could be, I gotta also be honest, could be today that it's gonna be a little bit more chit chat because as you saw from last time portfolio update, because now we're getting into some serious portfolio updates. It's more than 100 slides, right? So it takes time to go through. But anyway, I think we need to start. And I think, as you know, it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome all you sexy looking people to Crypto Never Sleeps. And in case you're new to this channel, then do me a favor, hit like, smash and subscribe and all them goodies so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can, this is, as you know, important to me, so you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Harachi, and I am number 1. Here we go. And talk about, well, we always like to look at those, we like to look at the 15-minute chart of Bitcoin, of Ethereum, of Cardano. But, you know, I don't even know if we need this today. Anyway, why I always point this out is, in case you are new to this channel, I always like to show these 4 because correlation and manipulation goes hand in hand with the crypto market. It is still not an efficient market, but thank God we're already here, because we all believe that it's only a matter of time until we're going to see TradFi or traditional money flow into the crypto space. And I'm not really worried about all this regulation, because I believe the future of finance is being built on a blockchain and is being built on Ethereum. And I believe we're going to see Ethereum as the base layer, settlement layer, and the mechanism will be the central bank digital currency. Anyway, so we got Bitcoin at almost 26,000. But I don't think we need to look at Cardano and DOT and Ethereum today. So let's just jump over here, and let me point one thing out. You know, I mean, if you've been around, you know, I'm not a big believer in technical analysis, right? In fact, I believe technical analysis is worth nothing. But however, we did have a good going, right? Because we've been looking at the 7-day moving average on the weekly, and it has helped us, right? We have always said when the weekly goes below the 7-day moving average or above, there's a pretty good trend. Now we have seen here that basically the last 5 weeks we broke through the 7-day moving average. So we can say on the weekly that it broke through and it has been going down. So we were kind of like have always been referring to that, okay, now let's look at the monthly. Are we still above the 7-day moving average on the monthly? And we closed below the 7-day moving average in August. And if you want to look at it, quite substantial. Now, again, I don't, if you want to go and dive into technical analysis and historical, candlesticks, this is the wrong channel here. And that's why I actually think we should throw this technical analysis out the window. Reason being is, even though we are below the 7-day moving average, even though we are close around the 25,000. Where's Blockchain Bully? Is Blockchain Bully here? Because Blockchain Bully, I don't know if he still believes that we're going to go down and hit the 12,000 or the 15,000. I am so convinced, based on the fundamentals, what's going on, that I'm still optimistic. I don't, honestly, at this point, I gotta say, I don't know. What are we doing here with the 7-day moving average? Let me know. Should we cut out my technical analysis of the streams and just get into the things that actually do matter? And that is our cryptocurrency portfolio. Let me know. But before that, let me just see who's in the chit. I need to see you. I mean, I missed all of you. Here we go. A little chit chat before we start. Tony, it's so good to see you too. Crypto Coggy. Nico, have you bought any Arbitrum? Yes. It's also important, since we are, everything I say and do is not financial advice. Remember that I don't know shit about crypto, and I don't own any crypto, and I'm pretty happy. Remember, I'm just an investment advisor for Betty. It's very, very important. Dennis Van Ryn. Let me see here. Okay, so did I buy Arbitrum? Yes, I do think I have a smaller position, but a very small. And when it's so small that it's not even really mentioned there. I do believe Arbitrum has lots of potential, but I think at the time, also now when you say it, I have also not put in optimism, but I am a little bit more optimistic on optimism. But but I still think Arbitrum is good. But we will talk about that on maybe not today, but there's so many other coins that we need to get through. Stephanie, how good to see you. Persian Empire, are you gonna have some Chodesh Reme tonight? Maybe Gala dumping, gonna buy more. I like the spirit. That is the spirit. We gotta, and that's why I say from the psychological point of view, we gotta buy when the prices are low and sell high, not buy high and sell low. So anyway, let me see. Fuck LBGQT. That's my friend. That's Spanish. You're right on. Okay, let's start. And if there are any questions, then we will go. I'm gonna try to go as quick as I can. There are some updates, right? So what I'm going to do for those of you who are new, I'm not going to talk today about timing the market and building a diversified portfolio, because that we did, we have done many times. So I want to go over basically some of the positions and where I'm staking. I think the staking part obviously is important to be able to buy low and sell high, but staking, don't underestimate staking. I have also, and it's probably been a while, it is a while, I did at some point speak a lot about providing liquidity on Uniswap version 3. I have also done that, so there will be 1 or 2 slides, but I actually thought that tomorrow we will speak more about providing liquidity on Uniswap, because it is highly profitable. It is highly profitable, and but there are some mechanisms that make it a little bit more, let's say, challenging. But it's also a very good way of averaging into an altcoin. So just keep that in mind. Tomorrow will be Uniswap version 3 liquidity pools. I'm gonna run through this as quick as I can. Right, 100 slides. So I don't know if we're gonna go through that. First one. We are holding. So this is also what, of course, this is what Betty is holding. Betty is happy because she owns everything, or unhappy, I don't know. 1 inch. I'm also not go through just so when you see these slides down below, you can see this is the amount that Betty she will have worth of these tokens in case it's gonna hit its all-time high. This is the approximate potential return from when we announced that we bought the coin. And the discount. Of course, this can change a little bit because we can also not update these slides all the time. However, important is with 1 inch, we are, and I mean that the staking rewards across the board are not so great, but one inch, which is from my point of view the market leader when it comes to decentralized aggregators and when it comes to decentralized exchanges. So there you can stake your 1 inch. We're doing that. And then you have to delegate them. And then you receive, and remember, this is a community where we help each other, right? So you delegate your 1 inch and then you receive some I don't know, some horsepower. Some horsepower. And whatever you can do with that horsepower remains a question. But I think you get here 4.4% APR. Not a lot currently, but that's how that is. We have compound. Increased our position a little bit in compound. Should it hit its all-time high, then Betty would have compounds worth 324,000. Love compound. Remember, still, we need to identify the market leaders of tomorrow. And as I said, if you need to understand more about portfolio composition and how we build it, then you should watch the stream 3 weeks ago. I went through there. Very intense. We are owning Curve. And Curve still very much at a discount. We are staking Curve on Convex Finance at around somewhere, it varies, but somewhere between 10 to 20%. However, we convert our Curve tokens into Convex Finance's equivalent Curve. You get 10% more. You don't have voting rights, but we are not so much into voting on the on what's going on there. I believe that the majority holders of the Curve tokens to know what's best. I want to maximize profits for Betty. Synthetics, love synthetics. As you can see, it's also, should it go up to all-time high, would be a big position, 1.6 million. We stake a lot of synthetics. Synthetics has been, this slide is especially, this one is from last time, but it is, with synthetics, we're generating around 20 to 30% consistently, even when the market went down. Now, staking synthetics is not a simple thing, because when you stake your synthetics tokens, you receive SUSD, which is, the stable coin. And then you need to, once a week, you basically need to claim your rewards, and you always need to balance the amount of SNX tokens that you're staking and the SUSD that you are receiving. So you will, I don't really know the ratio, but you'll stake $100 worth of SNX tokens, and then you get a certain amount of SUSD that you can do with whatever you want. But if the price goes down, you could get liquidated. It's a little more complicated, but it has been very profitable. Love synthetics. I love synthetics. Obviously, Chainlink, we love that too. Holding way too little and not staking no link. The graph, I can tell you already now, we are going to massively. You can see, should graph hit an all-time high, then Betty would have worth 113,000. We're going to increase our position in the graph, because Betty's portfolio is too exposed to too many decentralized exchanges and, let's say, DeFi, and we need to get into a little bit more of I forgot the name, but the operating coins, the infrastructure coins, right? Data, Internet of Things and shit like that. And graph is really, I believe, both Chainlink we need to increase and the graph, but this will, happen over time. Over the next week, we're staking the graph on Binance. We stake, sorry, a little frog there. Staking it at around 4.7%. That's really ridiculous. But the potential is with the graph is it's still around 96% down from its all-time high. Absolutely love the graph. Katesi, we're holding that from a longer time ago. Still a lot of potential. Also staking Katesi, and there I did a mistake last time. From last time's cryptocurrency portfolio update, I had only allocated, as you can see here, and that's another, you can always see on the top of the slide, I always put the domain name, the web domain name, because sometimes finding out where to stake these tokens is also not so easy, right? So that's why I put it there. So you can always see, so explore katesi.io and stake, there you go. And then you have to allocate your tokens. You can either run your own node, which we really don't have the time for that. So we allocate, in this case, and you would see many other cases, we allocate our tokens to other, basically to staking pools. Now, last time I had just allocated 18,400 to 2 different staking pools, but I hadn't actually staked them. So we just started yesterday. So we can see here, we have now staked them. So we allocated them and now we're staking them. Little things you got to pay attention to. Also like Katesi. Unibright. Holding Unibright. Love Unibright. Been loving Unibright since 1965, and everything ever since we loved Unibright has been going down. I believe that Unibright will have its day of sunshine, or Bahama Mama, or love, or whatever. Sparkles. PancakeSwap. Holding PancakeSwap, also not doing there. That's another thing. It used to be very, very, very profitable staking cake on PancakeSwap. It is not really. And PancakeSwap is now, they're starting to provide version 3 liquidity, just like we're going to talk about tomorrow with Uniswap. I'm not so convinced about it. It might, we're still holding Pancake. I love pancakes. I actually make pancakes these days in the morning. You like pancakes? Anyway, let me know. That's all I could say about that. CeeLo, holding CeeLo. Barnbridge, Bond, holding. And as you can see, these discounts, everything is pretty much very much down, right? Except for Bitcoin. and Ethereum if we were to see from the all-time high. So there's still so many good altcoins, lots of potential. Not all of them are potential market leaders of tomorrow, but I believe that our diversified portfolio, that we have identified some true good ones. Just I have to say again, just remember, this is not financial advice at all. You gotta do your own research. I don't own any crypto, and I don't know shit about crypto. So Cardano also holding actually a very, very little position, as you could see. Should it go to its all-time high, would reach 41,000. Why are we so little in Cardano? It's a big portfolio, and Cardano probably has a lot of things going for them, but I think they're lagging behind. They're lagging behind. We still could be surprised, right? Because if we go in, and I think this is important, if we go in and we look at sentiment, and we go in there and we look at the development activity from the past 30 days, there's a lot going on. We can still see Polkadot, those beautiful dots, and Kusama. They are still ranked number 1 and 2 when it comes to development activity. But Cardano is ranked on a 3rd place. So things are going, things are happening on Cardano, but are they going to be able to really overtake Polkadot and Ethereum and so on? It's not about it's not about killing it. It's you know, we should all work together, but still, Cardano has a huge market cap. I don't know if it can make 1,000x, like, for example, HBAR could, right? HBAR is another one that we like, and it is ranked number 4 in development activity. Anyway, so I just want to know, I like Charles and I like Cardano, but we still have a very small position. That's about that. Next one, Singularity Net. When it comes to AI, we are holding that. Live Beer is a coin, is a token that I have loved even since 2019 actually. And we did get in the beginning very early, and then we sold. All of you who have been following me, you know, since Shahid and Vex and Tony, since we started this channel here, you know, we like Live Beer. I did a mistake last cryptocurrency portfolio update. I had forgotten about 1,000 Live Beer tokens. So at that point, I think our all-time high, as you can see down here, 183,000, could only reach, like, I don't know, 60,000. So I found those, and they were actually, I had staked them, thank God. So I just wanted to say, because I was also last time a little, was our position so little in Live Beer? No. Love Live Beer, and here, this is like the real first update. So we are staking the Live Beer token on explorer.livebeer.org, and you can go in and you can see. There you then also, you have to, they're called orchestras. That's like a node holder, or like a node pool. And so you have to go in there, and then you can choose an orchestra, and then it will show what the projected APR is. But the APR is around, I mean, as you can see, so we chose this one called Utopia Transcoder. I like them. So you can go in and you can look at all these orchestras, and then you can go in and you can see the uptime. Some of them, you know, see this one has 99% uptime. But what is important is the fee cut, and you can see Utopia here, they only charge 15% fee cut, which is much less than some of the others. And I also like the way that they describe themselves. So, you know, what are they saying here? Higher rentability, lower reward cuts, and come and join us if you like. So I just want to let you know, I'm staking Betty's Live Beer tokens with Utopia. And yeah, you can go in there. It's pretty good. You get paid, and things are working. And I'm an absolute believer in when it comes to Web3 infrastructure, and especially with Live Beer when it comes to video streaming and being able to do things like we're doing here on YouTube. Theta Network also holding, and with Theta, you could say it's a little bit the same. There we are staking through the Theta wallet. We also showed that last time. And yeah, that's about that. I have to admit, I don't really know. I haven't been able to figure out yet what are we. You can do that here on Explorer Theta token. I don't know the APR currently, so we gotta look into that next time. But staking is not bad. But it's not bad to stake live P at around 30%. I don't know if Theta is doing, but it's about diversifying, right? So next one, Pocket Network. You can see, of course, when we add it in, and we're also staking. It's a little bit more complicated staking the Pocket and the Pocket Network. I mean, the returns on this slide is not updated from last time, but staking rewards on Pocket are very, very low at the moment. Holding Chromia, staking Chromia on staking Chromia at around, what is it, 20% or something? Still holding them. And we're not talking, I'm not going to go into news of the coins or not. Holding Radium and staking Radium on Radium. Holding Metis and providing liquidity on NetSwap. So we're also holding some net tokens. You can see that could be, if that's going to go to its all-time high, which I don't know. I also got to say I'm a little bit, but we will talk in the future. There are too many ecosystems. I'm not sure that all ecosystems are going and all DeFi DEXs are going to really be market leaders of tomorrow. But anyway, smaller position. Should NetSwap hit its all-time high, I don't know, then Betty would have it worth 1.2 million. But it is the leading DEX on the Andromeda network, which is basically Metis. And so we're providing net and Metis for around 15%. So here we provide liquidity. It's not one-side staking. MantraDAO, you might have heard about MantraDAO from the first, from when we started the channel. We are holding quite a big position in MantraDAO, but that was because, that's a different story from before. But we are staking them around 18.6%. But MantraDAO is working very closely with Hedera HBAR. I'm so happy about our position in HBAR. I gotta say, because I remember back in 2021, it was, at that time, we were not invested in HBAR. And I felt like that was like a really a protocol that I really believe they have. I believe they have a lot of future. Also operating, because we're doing a lot of staking there on Uniswap. And so I'm happy about our Hedera position. And MantraDAO is, you actually should go in and check out MantraDAO. They're doing a lot also with Hedera. And Uniswap is not the biggest DEX on Hedera, but we're doing a lot of staking and providing liquidity there. So as you can see, we're providing their liquidity with Mantra and Heli and HBAR and Mantra and HBAR. And you can see here the total APRs are 140%, 71%, and 47%. I also made a stream about this, I think 2 or 3 months ago, and I just wanted to point this out because it is still paying these enormous APRs. Now, sometimes people say, when things are too good to be true, then it won't last forever. But this won't last forever. But you can also see that the amount total staked is still very, very small. And that's what makes it so interesting here. You can see, for example, 93,000 in MantraDAO and Heli. In Heli, HBAR, 317,000. And when it comes to Mantra and HBAR, only 35,000. But an APR of 46,000. And so we are holding. Yeah, so go in and have a look at that. I also liked, everything on HBAR, it just works fantastic. And I love the wallet, also the HBAR wallet. It's once and I almost have to say everything on HBAR. No, that's not true. That's not true, but everything works very good. And I especially like the high APRs. So I don't want to go through that too much. ThorChain Rune. It was my favorite of 2021. I can't say it's my absolute favorite anymore. Staking Thorchain Rune for 2.3% on Binance. That's very little, right? It's very little. But when I go in on Thorstata and I look at and when I look at the pools, and I didn't find single site stating just providing Rune, so you had to combine it, and at least the pools and I did not find the right thing that I would want to provide liquidity on Thorstata as for now. I'm a little bit disappointed, and generating 2.3% holding on Binance. Well, that is what it is. Still like Thorchain Rune though. IOTA Miota, like them a lot. Staking though seems to have come to an end. All good things must come to an end. This was the slide from last time. We were staking through the Firefly wallet. At that time we had 13 days left. Now when you go in today, there are no staking news. So we've been staking IOTA since 1965, and we have gathered 149,000 assembly tokens, and it's not even sure assembly is ever going to list, and 15,000 shimmer tokens. That is worth $1.02 or something like that. So I still believe in Internet of Things and IOTA Miota, and I'm sure they're going to come out with other good things, but this staking here is... Let's see. Staking ICP, Internet Computer. They are also they are also developing a lot. Things are moving on. But yeah, and we are staking there on their NNS.ICO app. There you go. That's all we've got to say about that. For 7%, not so much. Here's a good thing that I forgot. Not forgot. Last time, remember, I said we were holding, because it's about diversifying, right? And Power Ledger is energy. And last time their website didn't work when it came to staking. And but it does work now. I'm very happy about that. And we have been staking. I've been staking Betty's power tokens for almost a year. So you can see almost since August 7, 2022. And then we started staking 58,000 these power tokens. And I haven't been in there looking basically for a year. But then when I went in there and looked here, we have received 22,229 new power tokens. It's pretty good, right? It's almost 50% in a year. Now remember, I'm not saying this here in order to show you how fucking great Betty is. Because this is really not what this is about. I'm trying just to, also to understand that sometimes if we, even if we are having a bear market, and some of you might feel safer having sold those tokens, if there are good staking opportunities, it goes without saying that these tokens potentially one day could be worth a lot. Energy Web token, also energy, right? Love it. We're also going to increase it there, staking for 7%. And Insure Ace, also, that's insurance, obviously, like it. We stake that on app insurance.mining for very low, 3%. Ether Risk, also insurance, not staking. They're promising they will come out with it. Let me just, of course, we're holding Engine Coin, not staking that. I should do something about that. But we've been holding Engine for so long, that's lazy me. But there's too much to do every day. I'm really on this every day. Illuvium, and now we're getting down to a little bit of this with the Uniswap version 3. So we are providing liquidity on Uniswap, and there we are providing liquidity with Illuvium tokens and Ethereum. And you can see that basically the position is only around $7,000, but we have earned fees around $500 in just 2 weeks. As I said, we're going to speak more about that tomorrow. It has some pros and some cons, but I just wanted to say, so that's where we provide liquidity. Still holding Red Kite. It can be, of course, this is a IGO, Initial Gaming Offering Platform. Staking there in the highest category. I think you know that. The same with Gamify, the same with Engine Starter. And let me jump on because I think we are Polkadot. We are staking Polkadot network. There's a new thing that I also wanted to update you about. Currently, we are staking Kusama and Moon River on moonwell.fi/discover. And what is this? So we're doing that on the Moon River, network, and we are earning 12% on our Moon River tokens and 18% on our Kusama tokens, coins. I love, and this Moonwell has a very good, what is Moonwell, you might ask yourself? Well, Moonwell is the biggest DEX on Moon River. And so the rewards that we are receiving for providing Kusama and Moon River, we are providing Moonwell tokens, and which are called MFAM. And those tokens we also stake, and currently at 28% APY. But just to go through this again, we got Kusama, we got Moon River. We are staking them on the biggest decentralized exchange on the Moon River network, Moonwell, receiving 12% on the Moon River tokens, 18% on Kusama. However, we're receiving the Moonwell tokens, which are called MFAM. We are staking them for 28.6% APY at the moment. And here you can go into DeFi Llama, and then you will see that if you go in and look on the chain Moon River, you will see that Moonwell is the biggest DEX on Moon River. We're doing the same with the big brother, Moonbeam, that we're also holding, as you know. We are staking our Moonbeam, our Glamour tokens on Moonwell again, but this is then on the Moonbeam network. We are staking them for 7.4%, and you can also stake your polka dots or your dots, the beautiful dots, for 14%. You then receive well tokens, right? Because also, and so Moonwell Apollo is both a decentralized exchange on Moon River and on Moonbeam. But when you do it on the Moonbeam network, you receive 22%. And again, you can see here, if you go into DeFi Llama, you can see that within the Moonbeam ecosystem, Moonwell is the largest DEX and very low market cap. So it's kind of like rewards. That's about it. I don't want to go through everything we have. I think that's about the updates. There's some other updates here. Origin Trail. With Origin Trail, we are also providing liquidity through Uniswap version 3. And there we are providing tracked tokens and Ethereum. But it's not 50-50. We're going to speak about Uniswap version 3 tomorrow in the stream. Very interesting, and also generating great returns on that. But it has some pros and cons. That's about that. That's I think we did it. I think. Oh, haha! Here's a jolly joker. Here's a jolly joker. I gotta say, and maybe you guys know, we are holding KlimaDAO. Actually, we're holding around 1,000 KlimaDAO tokens. Should KlimaDAO ever go to its all-time high, then that position would be worth 3.7 million now. It's not that I put any kind of hopes in that. Just to show you, we're doing that on the app KlimaDAO.finance. But KlimaDAO has gone down 99.98%. But my question is to you, because when I go in, I try to read about KlimaDAO. Well, they just did a presentation to the Central Bank of Brazil, but I don't understand a lot about this going green thing. So let me know what you think. I mean, how much lower can it go? Anyway, this KlimaDAO is the jolly is really not. I mean, remember, none of this is a recommendation. But with this KlimaDAO thing, I am really not sure, but it's you know, the potential is is quite high. Anyway, that's about that. So let's see if there's anybody in the chit chat. But let me first, before we go there, I really need a Bahama Mama moment. Oh, thank God, thank God. So I can see here, what do we see? What we got? Blockchain Bully is here. Can't wait for Pocket to take off. Very good, very good. So yeah, I also look forward to. I mean, sometimes it's like just boring to go in and look at all this, right? It's amazing, guys, that you guys are still. I mean, we are real lions. What else can I say? Oh, lots of love there. Okay, let me see here. Oh, Dennis, I like it, Dennis, for participating. Let me just see here what we got, because I didn't see. Let me go through the chit chat. Betty should have Sol. No, yeah, Sol. Yeah, sunshine. How are things in Ukraine? Yeah, I will speak about it. We'll get to private things. You think Panas says, you think 1 inch will have a future? I love 1 inch. I love 1 inch, and I mean, Panas, come on. I mean, 1 inch is the leading decentralized aggregator. Just think about it when you buy a vacation today, right? Or when you buy insurance for grandma, right? You will go into an aggregator. And I think so that's my point of view with 1 inch. I'm very optimistic on that. What do you say, Raymond? Yes. Synthetic staking sounds too complicated. We can't be experts on so many chains. And you are right, Raymond. You're very right. Synthetics, but synthetics was so profitable. And I really do believe that synthetics has, you know, I believe that synthetics belongs to these 6, 7 top blue chip coins, right? Like Compound, Aave, Maker. I think synthetics belongs in there. Did I forget anyone there? Curve, maybe. Uniswap. But I think that synthetics belongs in there. I think it's gonna be the protocol for delivering liquidity when it comes to synthetic products. So, but it is a little bit, yeah, I agree with you. And it's only because I'm doing this full time. So even though I don't do the streams, I'm on this crypto all the time. So, what do you say? Why so many coins and tokens? I couldn't handle so many. No, you know, that's another thing. When you also say a lot of transaction costs when selling close to the top. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's about building a well-diversified portfolio, and it is my life. But I also say that when Sister Shelly and Brother Jamal have to switch from one wallet to the other and update this and that and so on, it is confusing. But everything is getting much more user-friendly, and that's really what we are waiting for, right? We're waiting for the regulatory framework to implement the CBDC. I'm politically very much against the CBDC. But we need to have a regulatory framework in order to get that lovely, 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 lovely money from the traditional finance migrating onto the blockchain. So, Ezequiel Ibanez, I hope I'm saying that right. Ezequiel. Hope you're having a great day, Nico. What's your opinion on Metis? Discount. Well, as I said, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I like Metis, and Metis was generated us a lot of profits, you know, in the last cycle. But again, I think where we have to be careful is with too many different ecosystems, right? Solana, Metis is a layer 2 on Ethereum, and Solana is a different thing. But again, it's like in the end of the day, you know, not every ecosystem is going to take off. So I like Metis. Obviously, they also have, you know, they have a good connection to Vitalik. But I would say that Metis would not be, you know, my first pick. That we hold Metis and we like it, but as you can see, we have a very diversified portfolio. So, what do you say? Poffages, what are you speaking about the food there? Cardano is a shitcoin. What is a shitcoin? Chico thinks Charles is one of the most dangerous people in crypto. I didn't watch that video. Did he really? Did he really? I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that now. So, did you thought about FTM? What about FTM? Isn't that's bankrupt, right? That's old. Isn't that old news? I missed you. Bloody say blockchain bully. BTC to 15. I'm standing by that. If I gotta think about something. If we hit 15, we gotta invite blockchain bully here to the studio. Down to Ukraine. Okay, guys. Mahaya, you are unmatchable. Thank you so much. My thoughts on recession. Yeah, okay. I think because today, I think it's way too much for today. Tomorrow we'll talk about version 3, and tomorrow we will talk about macro. We will talk about the recession. We will talk a little bit about the BRICS, right? Maybe tomorrow we should actually even have a investors reality stream. So let's talk about that. The recession and the fraudulent monetary system is all just a joke. We all know that, right? But so guys, and as I promised, a little bit on just to touch up on some private things. When I don't do the stream so much, it's because I'm still pursuing some personal legal battles about being able to see my kids. It takes a lot of. I may always be in these streams happy, full of energy, but I am spending a lot of time being sad. I miss my kids. I really do. Fighting in a legal battle. I don't think it's fair that I'm not allowed to be a part of their lives except for 16 hours per month. So if I don't do the streams, it is because I'm only committed to fighting and the legal battle, and I travel every second week still to France to see my kids 8 hours every second weekend. So that's about that. So you, my dear friend Vex, thank you for your messages, and if I don't reply, it's simply sometimes it's a little difficult to talk about kids and private life when life is a piece of shit. But I'm a lion, and I will never quit. I love all of you, and I will be tomorrow at the same time. So thank you so much. I mean, I really, that blockchain bully, Persian Empire, of course, Shahid, my soul brother, Dennis is here, Panos, our new guys, Cryptostan, did I say blockchain bully, and Vex, and all of you. The fact that you come, hey, it really means the world to me. So never quit. And tomorrow we'll also speak about Ukraine, but today was a long, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna go today. I have Ukrainian chicken. Betty made that, and that's a good thing. Okay, so I see you tomorrow. Take care, and yeah, don't ever quit. We know that.